Hey everyone, my name is Mike Stenhouse and I am a property investor and host of the Inside Property Investing podcast. Now we've just hit 150 episodes of our podcast interviewing inspiring and successful property investors, and I've had an absolute blast recording the show. We plan on continuing it long into the future, but in the interest of continuing to evolve the way that we publish and create content, I've been thinking about moving into video for a little while now, and it's something I want to spend a bit more time playing around with and sharing some content with you guys. We've done it a little bit in the past, and we're just going to evolve it slightly and keep creating new, fresh content to hopefully engage a wider audience of property investors. So it's Sunday night and I'm just editing the podcast. It's going to be released tomorrow morning with a guy called Kyle Whittam, who is Reese Riccardi's brother. Now you might remember Reese from a couple of weeks back on this show, and he is a young guy doing phenomenal things in the property world. Turns out his brother has got just as interesting a story, and as I'm editing this, I was just listening to what he was talking about as his most successful deal, and it's amazing what he's been able to do. Just take a listen to this and let me know what you think. When you think back across all of the projects that you've worked on, are there any that stand out in your mind as your favourite or your biggest success so far?
Yeah, we've got quite a few. I mean, I bought a 10 bed for 100 grand. And I mean,
Wow.
100 grand for, yeah, exactly. 100 grand for 10 rooms. Essentially, we've had to refurb it, and we're currently doing this one actually. We're spending about 85 grand on the refurb, but essentially,
That's still a bargain though.
The rooms are going to rent out at £100 a week per room. So you think of the cash flow in that, and I mean that is probably the best deal we've bought.
Dropped out of college because he thought he had mad skills, mad weed, mad pills, way stronger than Advil.
So I've just got off the phone with one of our investor clients, and having gone to view a couple of houses with them over the past few weeks and done some deal analysis for them on potential HMOs. And they've got back to me this morning saying that they're looking to make an offer on one of the houses that we went to see together. So I'm going to make a call to the agent, get the offer submitted and see what they say. Ultimately, we like the house. The one thing that's sticking out in my mind at the moment is the vendor's situation, because I think they're looking to move somewhere else and they've not started looking yet. So I think the only thing really that's bothering me is the potential timing side of things. We'd be looking to, I mean, we can be flexible because we're not in a chain, but ideally we'd be looking to get it sooner rather than later, and I'm just a bit concerned that they're going to be kind of 6 months from now still looking for their kind of perfect house. Do you know much about what they're looking for and what their ideal timings are? We would be interested in making an offer. It's going to be lower than the asking price, but hopefully not considerably so. Yeah, the main thing is I don't want us to say, okay, 3 months, and then when it gets to the end of 12 weeks, they're like, we've still not found anything, it could be 6 months.
No,
that's really all that I'm trying to kind of avoid.
If you're either going to look to purchase onwards and link the two together, we need to know. And if he's not, and if he's going to be potentially moving with relatives, whatever, again, we need to know. So that's fine, leave that with me, and I'll have a chat with the vendor.
Yeah, okay, perfect. I'll speak to you soon.
Alright.
Thanks a lot. Cheers.
Alright, bye.
If you can get confirmation 114 and a half, we'd be happy at that.
Right, let me see what I can do.
Well, I'm the crack and I'm dripping, you shipping, smashing it, salary never capping it. Call me out if you think I'm counterfeit. Turn it up if you're fucking down with it. Counter that with a verse that's more sour than sour patch. I don't need no welcome mat, haters shut your trap. I'ma make it to the fucking top, man, that's just a fact. Growing fast, flowing grass, naysayers kiss my ass.
What I really want to focus on is your own property journey. I know some people hate the kind of journey term, but there's no better way of putting it really. So we will start out by talking about how you got started, maybe what your backgrounds were before you got into property investing, and kind of work through it in chronological order. You know, how you've been able to go from, like you said, John, kind of 2 houses in 7 years to building 12 grand a month in the space of 12 months really.
Hi guys, it's John and Paul here from Cooke Burgess. We've just had a total blast recording our podcast for Inside Property Investing with Mike Stenhouse. It's been awesome reflecting on the last 12 months and condensing it into just under an hour for you guys.
And in the podcast we share some secrets about how we grew a portfolio from 0 properties to 12 HMOs in 12 months with only £3,000 of our own money. We discuss what drives us, the systems and frameworks that we've built that have allowed us to rapidly grow a portfolio that now generates us £12,000 profit per month. We also talk about how we're now helping other people to achieve the same results that we have.
So enjoy the show.
He would be quite happy to leave some bits and bobs, because he knows you're an investor buyer, so he would be quite happy to leave certain things like the fridge, freezer, dining room table, curtains and stuff like that, if you would like them, essentially.
Probably not, to be honest with you. Just for our plans for it, we're going to be removing everything anyway. So it's just that's just going to be an extra expense for us if we need to get rid of that.
That's absolutely fine, that's not a problem.
I appreciate the offer though.
He's obviously very happy with the offer, but he's ideally just looking for a little tiny bit more.
Right. It's going to be difficult for us to go any higher than that. I mean, I think I said to you earlier, we're buying it with someone else, and even at the 114.5, that was kind of more than we'd agreed that we would go to, only slightly more, which is why I said it was okay just to go ahead with it without conferring with him. But we're going to struggle to even get up to 115. It's not going to be possible for us, really.
Okay, well, it's all fine. So if 114.5 is the best and final, that's exactly what I'll say to our vendor. So that's not a problem. So let me just have that other conversation with him, and I'll come back to you.
Yep. Okay. No problem.
All right.
Thank you. Cheers. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Apparently, you've made the offer of 114,500.
Yes.
That's now been accepted.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, no, absolutely. We'll get them in. It'll probably, if it's not tomorrow, it'll be Wednesday, worst case. I just need to have a quick chat with Matt, see when he's free, and then we'll pop across together.
No problem. So possible worst case Wednesday.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
All right.
Yeah, that's excellent.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
If you could pop those details on an email to Sarah with regards to your solicitors and your mortgage and principal.
Yeah.
I'd really appreciate that as well.
Okay, yeah, I will do that. Thank you very much.
All right, that's lovely. Thanks ever so much, Mike.
Cheers. Speak to you soon.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
We got it. It's been a long day trying to get this offer accepted on our next HMO deal for one of our clients, but the great news was we did get it accepted in the end. Our client's absolutely delighted. We got some great content recorded for the podcast, did an interview with John Cooke and Paul Burgess, who are a great duo doing fantastic things with property investing in such a short space of time. Recorded a great expert session with Richard Little. He was on the show back in episode 29 with his son Brinley. He's got 40 years of experience in the development world, and we spent about an hour and a half talking about his development appraisal process and what he calls his 9 pillars for an appraisal. Yeah, no, and it's one of the things that I admire about you and the education that you offer is that you've got that experience. I mean, 3,000 units is a huge number. There aren't many people who claim to be able to teach that have got that breadth and level of experience. So you really do know what you're talking about when it comes to development deals. And what we're going to focus on is the appraisal side of things. Now, this is an area that I have fumbled my way through for many years and probably made some of the big mistakes that you tried to get people to avoid. So you're really going to have to lead me through this one for once. And we'll be sharing that very soon, as well as some live video content that we recorded during one of our mastermind sessions this evening, where Richard spent even more time with us looking at case studies of specific deals that some members of the group are looking at.
Always talk to the local authority if you can, and don't just assume because somebody says, oh, you can never get through, that you can't get through. Often you won't be able to, but it's worth it because it's virtually free consultancy. Again, don't believe what they tell you because that's what they'll, but it's a base.
So, been a really long day, but it's been worth it. Going to get this video edited now and hopefully get this released tonight or first thing tomorrow morning, and hopefully if the feedback is good we'll roll out a couple more of these over the next few days and weeks as well.